Hi, in this video we are going to see about exercise number 2, that is simple table generation. So the simple table generation, first of all, the objective is that we need to get the statement from the compiler. So we need to get the statement from the user. That is, these are the statements. So if you write a statement, that is, if you declare a statement, if you declare a variable that is a equal a and b equal to 5, and of character c equal to d. So these are the values. A and b are the values of data type integer, and c is a value of data type char. And another statement is a function. So the function, the return type is double, and the function name is add, and the parameters are passed as a double x double y. So there are two parameters, and the parameters uh, data types are double and double. So these are the things we need to mention in a system table. So if you see, the output should be the id of the id of, in the first statement, id is a. So a is a variable of data type int, and it is not returning anything, and the initial value, it is 0. Otherwise it will be a null, because the a is not initialized. The only the b is a is not declared. The b value is declared as 5, so a will be 0. So a equal to 0, and in the next statement, b, in the b, data type is integer, and the initial value is 5. It has been declared. And the c carries the type. In the next statement, they have given us char of data type, and it is declared as d. And after that, the function. Now the function id is add. That the function name is add, and data type, it is not, because it is a function. Return type is double, because it is returning a double. Afterwards, the number of parameters is 2, and the type of parameters are double and double. The parameters pass are double and double. So this is the one of the example. We need to this is the one of the example, and we need to write a code for this to perform this. If you give this input, we need to perform like this. We need to create a simple table, and we need to put the values, that is type of the integer, type of the data type, and the corresponding values in the simple table. So this is objective of this exercise, and we need to write in any one of the high level programming language. So write a program to generate simple table for given input source program. So I'm going to perform in a Java program. So that is, initially I have created a class demo. Now let us start to code. First of all, I'm going to create that is the main function. So public static void main. Inside that, I'm going to create a string, and in the string passing an argument. So this is the main function. Inside the main function, before inserting main function, I'm going to get you get the values from the user. So statement, I'm going to get the value from the users. For that, I'm returning a scanner class. So scanner class is used for getting a input from the user. So I'm going to mention the scanner, call the scanner class. So new scanner, inside that system.in. So afterwards, I'm going to declare a string called keywords. So I'm going to declare the keywords. So keywords, I'm going to declare in a list: integer, float, long, then double, then short, and string. Afterwards, char. So this is the keyword list. Next, similarly, I'm going to return declare for punctuation. So punctuation is comma and that is comma and semicolon. Next, I'm going to write for arithmetic operators, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. Next, let us write for relational operator. So relational operator, let us write, it is greater than, less than, symbol, greater than equal to, less than equal to, double equal to, and not equal to. Afterwards, let us write for assignment operator. So assignment operator is equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, multiplication equal to, and modulus equal to. Next, we'll write for logical. So logical is double and or not. So afterwards, let us print, enter the number of lines. We will get get the value from the user. So that is input. I'm going to declare a string called input, and in this input I'm returning get the value. So after getting this here, after getting the value, it will be assigned to the string. So if you give 2, the size of the string will be 2. So afterwards I'm going to return next line, and in the for I'm going to get the value from the user. So that is input dot length and I plus plus. So afterwards, inside that I'm taking the input of I equal to s dot next line. So each line, if you give one line, the first line will be stored in first array of 0, input of 0, then second line will be stored in input of 0 to 1 2. So that, like, next I'm going to print id. So you need to create a table. So id data type, next return type, next initial value, it is initial value, next type of parameters. Afterwards I'm going to close this main function. Afterwards I'm going to mention the data type. So data type, I'm going to take data type, create a variable called data type, and a variable as null, and afterwards I'm creating an initial value as null. So afterwards I'm going to create a for loop. Inside that for loop I'm going to pass this list and take a data as a string. So the input, inside the input there are 3 lines. So number of lines, the number of each line, it will be stored in a data. So now that string, I'm going to split the data. So split the data into in according to the white spaces. For example, int space a space equal to 10 means int, it will be taken as one string, then a will be taken as another string, and equal to will be taken as another string. So in wherever the white space it will be found, it will be split. It will be splitted according to that. So afterwards I'm taking a for loop. So inside a for loop I'm going to pass in a for loop. So that is split input of length. Afterwards I'm going to take I plus plus. So afterwards, inside of for loop, I'm going to declare a string called value. Inside that, split of I. So here I'm going to create one function that called contains. So that is a type boolean. Inside that I'm going to pass a key and a string called a list. One list and key. So inside that I'm going to take for. So inside a for, in that for loop I'm taking string a value, a variable called value, and passing the list. So the value in that list, if the value is equal to key, that means I will pass one key and the list. So one, that is one variable, and one, that is one value, and the list I will be passed, and I will check the given the key is inside that list or not. That's the thing I'm going to check. If it is inside the list, it will be returned true, otherwise we will return false. So that's it, the function. Now I will write a function. If contains, I'm going to call the function contains. I'm going to pass a value. So value will be the split of input. It will be splitter, no. Split of input, I will take each one value. If you suppose int will be stored in the value, and it will be passed in that contains, and I will be mentioning keyword. So keyword I have been mentioned here. So if it is int is there, it will be written true, otherwise it will be written false. So that type. So this is the thing. If it is there, I will be stored in a data type. The value will be stored. I will be going to store a data type in the value. Otherwise, if it is punctuation, I will make out. If it is a punctuation, I will going to print that variable. That is, I'm going to print that variable. That is the variable. Afterwards, data type. Next, I'm going to print that return type. It will be null, and if initial value, then parameters, number of parameters, it will be null. Next it will be return type. So that's the thing I'm going to print, and I will making the var equal to null and initial value equal to null. So if the value, so if you see here, if the punctuation arises here, so if punctuation arises here, so it will take the data type will be stored, the int will be stored in data type, then a equal to the variable, it will be stored as v. Then the initial value, initially it will be null, so it will store as the a of data type, the a of data type int, and the return type will be null. Initial value it will be null, and then other thing it will be null. So this two value will be get. So the punctuation, so I make a program that the punctuation will be the deciding point where the for the values we need to print in the symbol table. So that's the thing, the concept arises here. So afterwards I'm going to write another else function for contains. So if it is contain assignment operator, I'm going to simply continue this, simply I'm going to continues. Then afterwards I'm going to write for data contains, whether this will be work for the first two statement. If it is the statement is a function, so for that, if the data, so the data, the line is contains greater, that is semi parenthesis, open semi parenthesis and close semi parent, or and both it, if it is contains, then what should we do? Then initially the data type will be stored as value. Then afterwards, the next, suppose this line if this line is called, the first it will be check the keyword. So it will be added the keyword. So data type will be stored as double. So afterwards, this add will be the value. So whenever the add will be the value, then it will be check this line. So if the line contains semi parenthesis, both semi parenthesis, so it will take this add as a id. So that's the thing. So it will take as a id, and I'm going to give a semi parenthesis. So afterwards, I'm going to make string output equal to, I'm going to write a function here, number of para. So number of para is I'm going to make as a string. It will return a string array. In the number of para, I'm going to pass a string called data. Line I'm going to pass here. So inside the function, we'll make the string output. I'm going to create another string called array called output, and inside I'm going to make as 3. The size is 3. So output of 0 equal to string dot value of 0. So that means I'm going to create I'm going to store a integer number. So 0 I'm going to store in this, but it is a string. So I'm changing the number 0 as a string, and I'm storing in a 0. So afterwards, I'm going to make a string value equal to that the values. I'm going to make another array, and the value is equal to data dot split. So the line it will be split as inside the according to white space. So afterwards, I will say for I'm going to take each value or in the each values in the value, and I will check whether if it is contain open semi parenthesis means I will make output of 0. So in that output of 0 equal to value of integer dot percent output of plus 1. So this statement returns what is that integer dot pass. This is the statement. So I will make output, initially it will be 0. So initially it will be 0. I'm converting this as integer, so it will make integer then 0. So I'm adding 1. So add 0 plus 1, it will be 1, and afterwards this 1 will be converted into string. So that is, I'm counting how many parameters are there. So for that I'm going to converting into integer and saving as a string. So afterwards, I am making in the input of, that is output of 1, I'm going to store the value of I plus 1. So whether if it is semi parenthesis means if it is semi parenthesis means the next value will be the parameter type. So I'm going to store in the output of 1. So next, if the value of I contains close bracket means same, I am going to increment another time. Once again, I am going to increment in the thing. Same statement will be written, but instead of 1, I am going to return 2. So in the 2 value of I minus 2, it will be written. So I minus 2 means, so if it is there, I minus, so this is the I, then I minus 1 is Y, I minus 2 is double. So double will be stored as parameters. So I'm going to take this array and store how many parameters and what the type of the parameters. So that's the thing I'm going to write for this function. So afterwards, I'm going to return the output as this, and it will be stored in the output, and I'm going to print the first the variable, next the return type will be 0, sorry, data type, the return type is data type, and afterwards output of 0 is number of parameters, and output of 1 is, and 1 comma output of 2, that is the parameters data type. So afterwards, I'm making I equal to split input of length. So afterwards, this function executed, it will be written once again. It will be written. So further in this case, I'm going to neglect that. So I'm making I equal to split input of, because it will be getting the value again once again and once again. It will be returning more than 10. So I'm making I equal to length. So the for loop will be terminated if another time it passes. Otherwise, if it is a number, so we know that number, in number, I'm going to take as double. So I'm taking the, if the value is a number, I'm going to pass it as double. I'm going to change it as double, and I'm going to store in initial value. If it is a number, it will be changed. If it is a other variable, it will be throw an exception, because it cannot be changed into a number. So if it is throw an exception, it can be two cases. Whether one is it is a number, sorry, one it is a variable, or it is a value of char type. So inside that, if it is contain I minus 1 assignment, so whether there are two cases. So one is it is a way, that is a value of char. Another thing, it is a variable, that is variable. If it is a char, that is value. So how, what is the condition means the values before place equal to us, whether it is contain, it is assignment operator or not. So that is split of minus 1, I'm going to pass into a content, and I'm checking whether the equal to is in assignment. Whether if it is in equal to, it will be returning true. So I'm going to print initial value equal to value. Now the initial value, it will be in the value. Otherwise, the var equal to value. So this is the condition. Now our code will be completed. Now let us run this output. Takes a minute. So it asks to enter the number of lines. Now let us perform the same operation. 3 lines. I'm going to write int a equal to 10, comma b equal to 20, comma c and d are null values I'm going to take. And second line, I'm going to take a character c equal to quotation d. I'm going to give, and in next line I'm going to write a function called double. So double, I'm going to add name the function as add, and I'm going to pass two integer, int a, int b. Next I'm going to give. Now you see here, int a, that is id a of type integer, and the return type is 0, and the initial value is 10, and the type of parameters are null. Next b integer 20, other things are null, and in the character id is c, id is c, sorry, that is integer, so c and d, so c and d are int, c and d are int, so this both are null. I didn't declare the value. So the character variable C, that character and value is D. And afterwards in that function, you see that the name of the function will be in the ID, and data type will be null, and the return type is double, so it will be printed. So afterwards, number of parameters are 2, and the parameters type is integer and integer. So these are the things, and I have printed a table. Printing, I have been made mistakes. So, but the concept has been worked perfectly. So this was the thing. In the symbol table, the compiler will be assigned in that while compiling. So that's it from me. Thank you.